What's up, boys? We're taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on Prize Picks. This video applies to Prize Picks and also other player prop websites out there and also sports books out there. But we are hot right now. 4-0 sweep yesterday over on the Patreon. Currently on an 11-2 run. 11-2 the past 3 days. We have been freaking hot, and I love these player props today that are over on Prize Picks. And to top it off yesterday as well, I ended up sweeping the NFL 2-0, was able to catch a 2-pick power play that won me 3 times my money. So that gave us a 5-1 record between NFL Super Wildcard weekends. So 5-1 for NFL, 11-2 for NBA. I'm loving with how these player props have been going over on Prize Picks. If you want to join, link is down in my description below. Just download the app off the App Store or use the link down in my description below and make sure you use my code DOMG. That will get you a 100% deposit match up to $100. Make sure you subscribe and have those post notifications on so you do not miss future videos, and make sure you leave a like on the video. I genuinely would appreciate it. But now let's dive into the slate and give you my top 2 plays at the moment for this slate today. We have only 4 games, so we're going to go ahead and hop in. But before we do, if you are interested in joining the Patreon, where we currently are on that 11-2 run, 5-1 for NFL, and then also 11-2 for NBA. The last 3 days have been 3-1, 4-1, and 4-0. I have over 600 members in there. A lot of people were very, very happy yesterday, including myself. So let's take a look at the breakdown for that Patreon. If you are interested in seeing every single one of my plays, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. There are 3 different tiers. There's NFL, NBA, and all sports. With access to the Patreon, you guys get every single play that I play, on top of these plays being ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with every single prop that I post. Once again, the link is down in the description below, so check it out. So you'll get access to everything that I'm playing tonight, a list that is constantly updated throughout the day with more and more player props being posted. So link is down in my description below if you want to get in on that current 11-2 NBA run. And again, we're on a 5-1 run for the NFL as well, so no slouch in that. And I'm potentially, I think, releasing NHL maybe starting today officially. We'll see how that ends up going. I think I'm going to drop NHL. It depends on how the board is, of course. Haven't taken a look at the board yet. I'm recording this actually the day before, so the board's not even out yet. But let's hop in and take a look at these player props over on Prize Picks. We're going to hop over here to the NBA first half category here. I'll talk more about that in a second, but make sure you tailor to risk, and we'll give these a little bit more on your own. I think it's something that is exclusive to Prize Picks, and I'll have an alternative if you are in a sportsbook. I have an alternative for you. However, I love the value on this Prize Picks board when it comes to the NBA first half. I've been able to rake in the dough with this NBA first half really this year. I was able to catch a couple yesterday as well. So NBA first half, this is pretty much I've seen exclusive to Prize Picks. I haven't seen this on any other player prop website. I haven't seen this on sportsbooks or anything like that. So over on Prize Picks, link is down in my description below. Available in most states and most Canada, 18 years and older. But if you are in a sportsbook though, I will have an alternative for you. And this one is going to be, some people don't exactly like him, but I like him. Ben Simmons over 12.5 first half PRA. He really has not let me down so far this season, so I'm hoping Ben Simmons can cash for me yet again here. So take all the negativity you have about Ben Simmons and throw that out the window, all your personal opinions about him, because I think Ben Simmons goes over his 12.5 first half PRA in this one. He's facing the Spurs today. The Spurs are an absolutely beautiful matchup. If you take a look at how the power forward has been against the Spurs this season, they're allowing the most points per game. They are allowing the 4th most rebounds per game, and they're actually allowing the 6th most assists per game to the power forward. They've been getting absolutely destroyed by the power forward. However, in the last 7 games, they have been pretty solid, still though allowing the 3rd most points per game, and they're still pretty decent when it comes to rebounds per game. They've been really, really good against the assist lately, I will say though. The Spurs have. They're on the 2nd least, but I will say this is still going to be a pretty good matchup, especially if you take a look at the season-long stats against the power forward. I still think this is a beautiful, beautiful spot. This game is a 6-point spread right here, 235 over-under, which should be pretty nice right there. So I'm not worried about the spread because it's a first half prop. Over-under is pretty nice though at 235. If you are in a sportsbook though, I do like this as an alternative. I do not like his full game PRA. His full game PRA, I'm not a big fan of. He is much more of a first half player. I will say that for sure. Instead, I think you can pivot to maybe the rebounds. I think the rebounds is a decent spot at 7.5. You can get that at like a -125, or his assists at 7.5 at like a -115, -120, or even rebounds plus assists. If you want to take a look at that, he went over his assists last time he faced the Spurs, but he did go under his rebounds plus assists and his rebounds. So he did go over his assists last time. But let's take a look at how Ben Simmons has really just been recently and how he's been. Because by the way, Kevin Durant is not playing in this game. Kevin Durant has been ruled out for like at least a month, I believe. Woj said over on Twitter. So he should not be playing in this game. I'd be very, very surprised. They said just a couple days he was going to be out a month. So Ben Simmons here, no KD in this one. Last time he played a game without KD, he had 15 PRA in the first half with 5 rebounds and 10 assists. So we had 15 rebounds plus assists already, 0 points, and that was against Boston, by the way, one of the tougher matchups. Now he faces the Spurs with that beautiful matchup on paper. So I love the matchup for him in this game right here. He also, by the way, had 15 last time he faced the Spurs. He faced the Spurs earlier this season, had 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists, totaling 15 PRA right there. So I love the spot right here. And by the way, he saw less minutes than he should have. He really should have saw 17 or 20 minutes in this game against Boston. That was only in 13 minutes. He actually fouled out of the first half with 3 fouls. So as long as he stays out of foul trouble, which I don't think the Spurs should give him foul trouble unless Jakob gives him full trouble, but I wouldn't really think he would. But he could potentially be seeing 17 to 20 minutes in this first half right here without KD playing. So I think Ben Simmons is in a beautiful spot here against the Spurs. I absolutely love the matchup for him, and it's just a really great look to me. 52% hit rate so far this season, and you also factor in no KD with the potential minute increase and him already going over against the Spurs this season. So I really do like the spot here for Ben Simmons to go over his first half PRA. It looks like a beautiful spot to me, and I hope he can go over it yet again. But now let's dive into another player prop here. So that's my first player prop right there. Make sure you tail turn risk Ben Simmons over 12.5 first half PRA. That is going to be my favorite. It's going to be my favorite of the video right there. Ben Simmons over his first half PRA. We're going to dive in here and actually take out another NBA first half PRA. If your sportsbook guys are disappointed, I potentially am releasing a second video today going over my favorite player prop for really the entire slate. That will also factor in like sportsbook plays and things like that. But over on Prize Picks, I absolutely love this NBA first half category. I'll say it, man. NBA first half, I absolutely love it. There's so much value on this board. We're going to dive in, take a look at a second player prop here. It's going to be in the 76ers game here. And I like my man, James Harden over 18.5 first half PRA. Even with his last 5 being insanely crazy, he's averaging 25.8 in his last 5 games. But I'm not focused on my last 5 games. He's actually been over this in 8 straight games. He's been over in 9 out of his last 10 in 8 straight games. The only game he went under was against the Pelicans right here. He's going to go ahead and face the Clippers today. The Clippers are a pretty solid matchup, for the point guard. They're pretty solid this year against the point guard. If you take a look at how they've really been, they're kind of right towards the bottom right there, 22.83. They've been allowing a lot of rebounds. He should be able to get a lot of rebounds. Maybe that's an alternative play. If you aren't a sports book, maybe you take a look at his rebounds. But they've been pretty solid against the assists, I believe. Yeah, kind of right in the middle of the pack right there for James Harden in the point guard right there. I'm not really worried about that, though. It's kind of like a middle-of-the-pack matchup. Nothing super crazy. But again, he's hit this in 8 straight games, 9 out of his last 10. And he's already gone over against the Clippers. And by the way, this was with Joel Embiid playing. He's played a couple of games this season without Embiid, but he had 28. We just need 19 this time around. He had 28 last time he faced the Clippers in 20 minutes. He had 13 points, and he went 5 rebounds and 10 assists, and that was shooting 35%. 35.7% he shot, and he still cleared his first half PRA by a mile with Embiid playing. Embiid was playing in this one. Tobias Harris was playing in this one. They had quite a few guys playing. They had D'Anthony Melton and PJ Tucker right there. They were missing Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey should be playing in this one. So should Embiid and Harris and all those guys. But that was the only guy they're missing was Tyrese Maxey. And he dropped 28 first half PRA last time he faced the Clippers. So not a crazy matchup or anything like that, but he's proved he could get it done already really this season against the Clippers. So I like the spot right there for him. Again, he's been over this in 8 straight games. He had 21 against the Lakers, 22 against Utah, 26, 27, 32 against Detroit and OKC. So he's just been balling out lately, especially in the first half. I like the spot a lot for James Harden. I'd honestly be surprised if this prop did not get bumped to 19.5. 19.5, it's a little bit rougher because you can see how many times he's fallen on 19 in his last couple games. 19 against New York, he had 19 against the Pelicans, 19 against the Bulls. And this matchup isn't anything super crazy, so you might want to maybe potentially stay away from it if it does get bumped to 19.5. But I love the spot at 18.5. That has been available to Patreon members for a while now. I posted this last night, by the way, at like midnight. So yeah, Patreon members have been able to get into this if they do want to go ahead and take that. But again, all links are down in my description below. The Prize Picks link, the Patreon link, all that different stuff. Currently on an 11-2 NBA run. We swept the board last night. Last 3 days have been 3-1, 4-1, and 4-0. So yeah, swept last night, swept the NFL last night as well, 2-0, 5-1 on Super Wildcard weekend. So yeah, also catch both plays in the video, by the way, as well. Hopefully we catch both of these today as well. Potentially a part 2 video coming later today. So since I'm recording this video like so late and it's going to go up really early in the morning, not all the board is released and everything like that. Could potentially have some plays for like the Trailblazers game and also the Bucks Raptors game right there. So yeah, if you guys are interested, Patreon link down in my description below. You guys can get in on that 11-2 NBA run. But genuinely, I do appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you tail, turn, risk, all that different stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, boys. Best of luck tonight.